Thank you very much for joining me on this evening. Here we are playing Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. You're here with Raylan Lefebvre, otherwise known as DraxxKraven, when a story is evolving. Oh boy. The devil-possessed leader and his apocalypse cult. Oh my god.
There's a truck parked here. The driver mistakes your look for curiosity. You want to see something interesting? He asks, pointing to the trunk. He opens it. There's hundreds of metal tubes with little numbered screw-on caps sorted in wooden racks.
The fuck?
We've been surveying, he said. It's my job to study soil health. The trunk has a map taped to it, marked with numbered dots. I can show you the one from your hometown if you see it here.
Sorry, it's not on the map.
It's an official-looking map, but the state borders and rivers are wrong. Half your county is missing. The surveyor offers you a coin for directions to your hometown, but his notes are funhouse mirror English writing. Fascinating, he murmurs. We learn so much from you folks.
Jesus. The strange soil surveyor. What are you looking for? Poison? That you can pump up and feed to the people?
The storm swept in just before sundown, heralded by a purple sky and electricity in the air. He sought shelter alongside a grizzled farmer. All he can do is pace, muttering to himself. Can't just stay here. You catch. Gotta find her.
You gotta find.
He looks up at you. My daughter was out down the road. He balls his fists. God, fuck this. He hauls open the door, shielding his face from the fierce dust. He runs out into the storm.
I'll try to help
The
him.
dust scours your skin, and razor winds whip at your clothing. You struggle for breath. The maelstrom has turned the world murky red. You don't see the farmer.
Keep going.
You press on through the storm. You see the farmer up ahead. He's on his knees. A great, dark shape made from swirling dust looms over him.
You probably can't hear me, but you gotta look out,
You
man.
manage no more than a cough.
Oh, God.
The dust thing engulfs the man in his body. The storm whips faster. You can't breathe. You have to get back to shelter.
Run.
You make it to safety, but don't manage any sleep. The storm settles in the early hours. You find the farmer laid out in the street, his corpse a shriveled mass. He has one arm stretched out in front of him, as if to crawl.
Moving on. The monster in the maelstrom. Whew. Whew. I do love me some alliteration. Alright, I'm gonna stop into Cincinnati real quick. Fill my gullet so I don't keel over and fucking die. A Reuben? That sounds fantastic. There we go. That seems to have done the trick. Oh, God. You okay? You okay there? What story is evolving? Yeah, it certainly happened. Strange street lost time in Washington, D.C. The street in Washington, D.C. lost for 100 years. Columbus! I'm playing in a World of Darkness game that used to take place in Columbus. Now it takes place in Spokane, where apparently the four horsemen of the apocalypse decided to set up shop and have a rollicking good time. Alright, what has changed? The boy with the riddles and the pet. The boy who trapped passers-by with riddles. We were the pet. Alright, Ben, what's happening? Chapter 2, Easy Wind.
Well, here you come again. We've seen a bit of each other now. Not enough for me to know you, but enough to share a fire. You'll forgive me for being careful. Ain't nothing else to be out here if you want to see the sunrise.
Of course.
So sit down, share a little dinner. Let's talk a while, keep the cold out of our lungs. Anyway, I need something to laugh about. Got any funny ones?
Funny stories. I'm a little short on funny stories right now, but let me see what I got. Leatherman. Good old Leatherman. Saved me here today.
You are a pretty funny one, you know that?
Thank you.
Faith. Well, sure. We call it God-fearing. But you ever been down a coal mine, friend?
Can't say that I have.
No room for fear to squeeze in then. Back then, every day I'd get up with the quiet black dawn, and by way of prayer, I'd say something like, "Not gonna be my day," and that'd be it. It's not like you ever forget to be careful, for all the good it does. But then every day, you and the others come back up out the mine, you see the stars, the night sky comes into your lungs all alive like. At those times, you feel like, well, you know, that's about it for me. See anything exciting out there on the road? Mostly I just seen dogs.
Oh. Oh no, he already knows the tale of the Thunderbirds. I'm out. Later nerd. Exciting tales. Got joyful tales. Oh no, that's scary. Damn. Exciting. I've got scary tales aplenty. I think Pico's Bill would qualify. Rode the tornado down the Midwest.
Brings me back. There was a time when me and Big Ben could just enjoy exciting stories like this one. Innocent. Joy is when you speak up for your brother, and then he speaks up for you. If you gotta stand on a firing line, to know you won't be standing alone. See anything exciting out there on the road? Mostly I
think the Minneapolis torn apart is technically exciting. Might be scary. Not certain.
You'd be popular at mealtime where I'm from. You'd keep a whole crew glued, I bet.
Sweet.
Choice? I didn't have one. I had no family left. Nothing was really mine. I suppose I could have just took off when the company men came down and shot at us. I got nothing to tell you, except the thought never did cross my mind. I must be stupid as they said we were for organizing. Stupid. I reckon just like one of the horses. I need a laugh. Know any good jokes?
No, that's joyful. What was the woman selling grease? What is that
Are
qualified
you
as?
trying to scare me?
Okay.
Every man in the last meeting I ran could tell you a story scarier than that right off the top of his head. Fortune? All I earned was this pile of coal strip. Ain't worth a damn. Take some, in case you ever find your way to a company town. Or so you remember me. Guess I always wanted to be remembered by someone.
Christ.
I've been running too long. Dogs and guns. Tell me something happy.
Oh, I got joyous tales, but I ain't willing to spend them so easily right now, not yet. Authority. Tell me about these company men, Lil Ben.
That's supposed to be scary? Well, all right. Authority means being afraid, even though you know you're not the one in the wrong. And you can't show your fear, because you got all the others counting on you, looking to you about what to do. I had no time to get frightened, not even when they were dragging union men and strangers alike out to the hills to get shot on suspicion of being Reds. You just had to tell the workers again and again how it was going to go right for them in the end, even though sometimes I wasn't so sure myself. I'm heading out, up this way. Still can't say exactly where I'll be tomorrow. You ever get a loose thread, and when you pull it, the whole works come apart?
Of course.
Every one of us gets mastered by something. You try to get out from under it. What if you never get to know if you done right? You ever,
Oh, Ben. Little Ben, Chapter 3, now available. Evolving story. The gunshot man outside the saloon. The invisible gunslinger. You shot the invisible swordsman! What in the hell? Three Amigos reference. Not quite a deep cut, but... What do we got here? The Rider in the Woods. The Headless Hessian of Sleepy Hollow! Woohoo! Alright, let's go over my stories here one time. That's a hopeful tale. I might need it. New grandfather. No, those are all too good to get rid of. Let's go back to the deer who chose death over enslavement. Sugarcane cutter's blind. Trickster spirit. About to. I need more joyous and exciting stories. Debris tale will do. The invisible gunslinger. If that's not exciting, I don't know what is. The cloud tinged with color no one ever seen before. Hot damn. My son's stories are powerful. There we go. Now that's exciting. The aristocratic ghost doomed to mingle with hobos for eternity. Right, that's a funny one. Gotta remember that. 143 stories gathered. Franklin, we meet again. You're in chapter 2. No, we're in chapter 3. Oh, wait, I ran into Little Ben again. How in the hell?
You're free to sit down by me here as anywhere. Wouldn't that be something if that were true?
Oh. He is just the union. He is just the amalgamation of the mind. He is the mind.
Fact is, I ain't safe for you. You get found with me tonight, they'll think you're Union too, no matter what you tell them. Even when it seems we're all alone, and you've done nothing to deserve it, you ain't free. I do appreciate the company. If we make it through the night, be sure to say you ain't never met me. For us both.
Of course.
Anyway, I need something to laugh about. Got any funny ones?
I got, yes, the story of the aristocratic ghost doomed to mingle with hobos for eternity. There we go. That ought to be worth a chuckle.
You are a pretty funny one, you know that? Imprisonment? If I'm honest, friend, I'm scared almost every day. And I think a lot about how it could have been worse. Could have died when I was a child, like a mule in the mine. Could have spent days starving for air and light before I kicked it. Could have let these men with their felt hats and their women with the poodles and pearls run machines over me and my friends and family my whole life, and well into the after. One word of advice. Life on the run is no life for a living thing. But sometimes it's better than being run over. See anything exciting out there on the road? Mostly I just seen dogs.
I picked up some exciting tales. Funny. Exciting. Scary. Legendary Gwen Mache, the richest and most ruthless bootlegger to ever live.
Brings me back. There was a time when me and Big Ben could... Authority? Some part of us wants it. When I was small, I couldn't wait to get down the mines. Part of me still feels like that, I suppose. When someone tells you this is the way to be good and just, it don't matter if it's your father, a woman, a company, or the Lord laying those rules down. Some part of being human makes you jump to do it.
You want to belong. We all do.
Some part of you is always gonna be small, waiting for something bigger than you to say, jump. See anything exciting out there on the road? Mostly I just seen dogs.
An exciting tale. Ooh, here we are. The devil-possessed leader and his apocalypse cult.
Should be popular at mealtime where I'm from. You'd keep a whole crew glued, I bet. The future keeps me going. Last night, I slept lying in the mud like a hunted animal when a sound come and wake me. I thought, it's Baldwin dogs. Though if it had been, I wouldn't have got me up again. And here I am. Howl rips through the dark. Sounded like someone crying, no, no, no. I woke up with a chill. But it's still the best dream I've had since I left home. I reckon it's a premonition. Someone asked the people, are you going to go on and keep taking it? And all together, the living and the dead were rising up to say no, no, no. See anything exciting out there on the road? Mostly I just seen dogs.
Strange way to put it, Ben. Strange way to put it. Travel? No. Choice? I already talked to him about choice. Freedom. Past. Family. Love. Joy. Tell me of your joy.
Should be popular at mealtime where I'm from. You'd keep a whole crew glued, I bet. Joy? One thing they never tell you in the Union is that it's hard to put your hand out to another. Frightful even. You don't know the road that runs from their fingers to their heart. But when they take your hand back and hold it, you know you've seen something in each other. That's what being alive is all about to me. Got any funny stories? Must have a couple.
Nah, we're gonna focus on sadness to end this.
Oh boy, you watch out now, I'll start chuckling. Sorrow comes seeping in, worse than trapped gas. Can't breathe like that. Why'd they build this country on top of the workers' graves? So many children with broken fingers and legs, wheeled out in little broken bits. Why? My mother counting every day who goes up the hill to work and who comes back down. The day my brother, Big Ben, wasn't with him.
Oh. Well, now we know who Big Ben is.
You start starving for air to think about it, so you best not. You best get angry instead. Hey, what's freedom mean to you? You can sit here with me tonight, break my bread, stoke the fire, count the stars, and then maybe I'll keep the first watch. It's a sign of friendship, and you keep the next. We make it on like that till the sunrise and we're close enough to free, ain't we?
Lil Ben. Justice. I guess he did make a choice. He made the choice to get mad. Cave Johnson would be proud. So would the newscaster from Network, although I don't recall what his character's name was. Screw it. I want to run long. I want to chat with Franklin. It's been a long time. The whistle of the evening train.
Welcome back. It's been a while. I miss talking with you, friend. Do you want to hear more about what the porter's life is really like? The truth, not the happy mask?
Yes, please.
I can tell you about what it's like, and about Mr. Randolph and the Brotherhood of Sleeping Car Porters. It'll ruin the illusion, but I think that's for the best. Anyway, I'm in the mood for a good happy story. You got any?
I do. Happy stories, eh? Oh, gracious. Maybe I don't. Criminy. That's hopeful story. Or are they the same? I assume happy and hopeful are the same thing.
Just
Nice.
like I told you, friend. Miles are smiles.
Boom.
It's hard to have faith in a person if you never really know him. And let me tell you, it's hard to really know a porter. At least to know more than what he wants you to know.
Of course.
You can let him completely into your life, and he'll keep you in the dark about his. I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that true sadness to it.
Fortunately, we have you already opened up, Franklin. Until tomorrow.
Another night over. I've got to get going. My journey takes me down. And how'd you like that, Sharon? Our dark silhouette's a little easier to make out. Sooner or later, the whole world's got to know what we really are and what's it really like. That's the only way we're really gonna matter to anyone besides ourselves. And now that you know the bad, doesn't the good sound that much better? Sharing goes both ways, though. Is your truth a little more complicated, too?
The truth resists simplicity. Alright, that'll do for this episode of Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. If you liked what you saw, if you want to continue the adventure, please hit subscribe. And if you think that what I do is really keen, you can send me a couple bucks monthly on Patreon. I can use that money to do fantastic, amazing things, like make more videos, start streaming, hire an artist to do cool shit, and do the coolest thing I can think of, pay more rent. But until then, good night, everyone.